Yep, Bernie's come out of this okay. Is Colorado a blue state now? Well, it's acting like one, and he got nearly 60%. He got over 60% in Minnesota, too. Now, yeah, Clinton got over 60% in a few southern states. So it kind of balances out, right? Even if the delegate count is a little lopsided, because there were more of these southern red states in play today. On top of that, Massachusetts was really a clean split. So when the situation reverses and there's more blue states at play, the numbers will start to right themselves, presumably. It all hinges on the question of whether he can win states like Oregon, Washington, and California by the same kinds of margins. Or how about Pennsylvania? Some of the other ones coming up on the primary schedule right now are Michigan and Florida. The reality is that he might be happy to split them, maybe come out just a little bit ahead. But it's hard for me to understand why he's not winning in Michigan. I don't understand that. But I do think he can at least win in Washington and Oregon, and probably California, and hopefully Pennsylvania. So, like I say, this is just a bad schedule for Bernie, and it is. It's really just bad scheduling. That's really the sum total of Super Tuesday. Like, what is the takeaway from Super Tuesday? It was just a bad schedule for one candidate, and a good schedule for the other one. It's just the states happen to fall on that day, kind of thing. Louisiana and Mississippi are likely to also be very bad for Bernie. Okay, but he's just got to break even after that until some of those liberal states come up. And if he can win them by the same margins that he won Colorado and Minnesota, it will start to balance out before June, and it will. There's plenty of blue states that have 100 delegates. It's just got to balance out, okay? And I think it's clear that it's going to come down to California. She won some big states today. They'll split a bunch in the middle. He'll win some big states when they come up. Some of the bigger blue states, when they come up, he'll win them. And then, there's like California, it's like 600 delegates or something. It's ridiculous, right? So that's the one that's it's going to come down to. What she has going for her that Bernie doesn't right now is Texas. Okay, Texas is like 3 states. It's big. It's a really big state, and she did well there. Okay, so what he needs to do is to counteract that is to do really, really well in a similarly big state. It might be Pennsylvania, and probably not Florida, probably not Michigan. It's just, you got to wait until it comes up on the calendar. He needs a big blue state. Although, Texas is the biggest state in the contiguous union, is it not? So, it might be, a bunch of them instead of. Yeah, maybe the better way to think of it is instead of there is no other state with 250 delegates. I don't think except New York, and I think even New York has less, right? So, but I mean, this kind of goes back to what I'm saying, like Texas. You can't be the nominee for the Democratic. You can't win the Democratic nominee unless you win Texas. What the hell? When was the last time Texas voted, for the Democrats? And what the fuck are you doing to the country when you force the Democratic nominee to be competitive in fucking Texas? It's not my country, but I gotta chill out, and I gotta back off. I gotta get out of this.